normal.
I mean, we still have Mikey who's on the casting couch, but that's okay.
True that.
It's not like anyone else can see it but us. But anyways, welcome to another episode of Who's Your Nerds podcast with your host Mikey and the two Chris's. Tim's at work again. Wow, what was that?
What was that?
I'm gonna go look.
Oh, was that your
Was
work
that
still?
outside of the parking lot?
Yeah.
I heard that.
I don't see anything. Personally, maybe somebody just leaving somewhere. I don't know.
Probably that
Yeah,
guy with the car
out
that goes
on
vroom
Boyer.
vroom pulling out. But this week I guess we don't have too much to talk about. We're not.
Well,
Mikey's.
there are two huge things going on tomorrow.
What's going on tomorrow?
What's the date?
It's May the 4th be with you. Oh yeah.
Right.
The new Star Wars show comes out.
Yes.
What's it called? Oh my gosh.
Bad shit.
Bad Batch. The Bad Batch.
Yeah, the Bad Batch. There you go.
Oh, I can't wait for that show. Did either of you watch the last season of the Clone Wars showed them?
No.
No?
No.
Oh my god. The last season of Clone Wars was amazing, and they had the second best arc in that.
Are we gonna have to watch the Clone Wars to understand this Bad Batch, or can we just enjoy
No,
it?
you'll probably understand. From the trailers, they explain for the most part what they are. You might not, there might be some small things that you don't understand, like maybe who the characters are, or some other things. But
I gotcha.
But it's one of those things. I'm guessing they're going to explain it pretty well, just so you don't. Because what is there 7 or 8 seasons of the Clone Wars that you're going to get caught up on if you actually want to watch it.
Okay.
Then what else is tomorrow? I don't.
That's it. Just May the 4th, and I got to work till 7, and then I'm obligated to just something else, so I won't be able to watch any Star Wars tomorrow.
Kimberly and I have been started the prequels again.
Watching what?
Started watching the prequels again.
On purpose?
Yeah, her favorite
Not
episode is episode 1. I've forgiven her for that.
I don't know if I can do that, dude. You're asking a lot.
And then the best
That's
part
a
of
deal breaker.
The best part of episode 2 is, when Obi-Wan sees... Shut up. Is when Obi-Wan sees the clones for the first time and they play the Imperial March. Not the Imperial March, whatever that theme song is. But I don't know what else to really say about May the 4th, but be with you. But
we should have taken the day off, damn it.
Right? They would understand.
They would. Honestly, they let me out of work early so I could, so we could go see that Star Wars movie, if you remember.
I do remember, because we met at Steak and Shake.
That's right. So yeah, they let me off work early so I could. I'm like, you got to let me get off work early. I've got to go see this movie. So they let me off work early.
No, but I've just been doing other things. I haven't really been watching too much because of my foot being broken.
It's gimpiness. Mikey,
okay,
have you seen him go upstairs?
Shut up.
I think I've seen him go down, but yeah.
He crawls up the stairs.
If it was just like 1 or 2 steps, I can do it. But our 20 steps up to the second floor, it's really hard to do on a broken foot.
Which I would probably do the same thing, so I really shouldn't be laughing.
I do laugh at myself as I do, as you saw.
Yeah. It's pretty comical.
Kimberly has a video.
And he gets around the apartment crawling around like a baby.
My knees are tore up from that, so I do not do that anymore. I stopped doing that when I was up at Kimberly's house.
You need one of those scooters.
I was gonna get one, but my cousin.
Oh, with the knee up on?
Oh no, I moved. Yeah. Maybe like last week, but now I don't need them anymore. I get around the crutches pretty well.
So, if you go to Walmart or Target, do you get one of the electric scooters and drive around? Because I would totally take advantage of that.
Shit, I could.
You could. They ain't gonna say nothing.
No.
You can push some old lady out the way. Say, give me that. I need this more than you do. You're just lazy.
Get in a fight with a spirit. Someone getting off the spirit bus. No,
that's right.
Bus. I don't know
They'd
if
come
like
pick
that.
you up if you had to. I'm not lying.
Oh no, Jan asked me if I needed picked up and taken anywhere, and I was like, "No, I appreciate that, but my dad's, got it." I was after they put the cast on, I was super depressed last week, and I was like, "I'm just going to go to Richmond." But me and Mikey, Chris didn't watch it because he's a failure. Chris is a K. Mikey and I watched Without
Tom
Remorse.
Clancy's. Yeah.
It's on Amazon Prime. It's pretty good. What did you think of Mikey?
It's not pretty good. It's freaking awesome. I loved it. It was really good. I had a lot of good, it's like the small, I wrote this down. It was like the small details that really made it good. It's the same like John Wick. Just like the little details just really took it above, just made it a lot better. Just set the bar really high. Really good.
I mean, the fight when he's in the building trying to lead the Russians away, and he's grappling on the ground with the one Russian, just the little fight, choreography they got it down. I agree with that.
What inside his house or
no, not inside the house.
In that
when
bar.
they're in Russia. When they're in Russia.
Oh yeah, okay. So that first within the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really.
Good. And I wrote this down. It was it was close combat. He had a knife out, and he stabbed the guy in the hand to another Russian shoulder. Oh jeez, distracted. But yeah, so the knife went through the guy's hand into his shoulder, and he kept it there. He couldn't fight back, and just killed them both right there. I thought that was really cool.
You're a badass when you crash a car, dump a bunch of gasoline on it, light it on fire, then hop in and interrogate a guy.
Yeah, I mean, you see that in the trailer, but yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, they do give up that awesome scene in the trailer.
And then this whole conspiracy thing about the Russians. So that's what this movie's about. A conspiracy to start a war with the Russians or whatnot. But and then to get this all started, really get the viewers invested, I guess, and set a story. They killed off members of his team, Michael B. Jordan's team, his character's team, just so brutally. It was you could see it coming, but you didn't know what was going to happen exactly. And I thought it was really well done the way they did that. And then if you like Jack Ryan, they kind of threw in Jack Ryan a little bit in there. Did you catch that, Chris?
No, I didn't. How did they throw in Jack Ryan?
His lieutenant, the girl, the black girl. She is the niece of Jim Greer.
Oh, that's why that sounded so familiar.
Yeah. I had to look that. Stop that. But yeah, they threw in Jim Greer, and he was from Jack Ryan. So.
Well, it is all the same universe, and I wonder if Amazon's trying to start a big or a big Tom Clancy universe, because they have Jack Ryan going, and at the end of this movie, they hinted, or they gave away Rainbow. They're going to start Rainbow Six, because he's Michael B. Jordan's character is the one that put together Rainbow Six, and I know most people just know Rainbow Six as Rainbow Six Siege, but Rainbow Six has been going on for. It's one of the first original shooters.
Video game?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking up when the first game came out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you looked that
up.
Came
out on the original PlayStation, didn't it?
No, first one. Yeah, original PlayStation N64 and whatever DC is. Came out in '98.
Sega Dreamcast.
Oh, Dreamcast.
Yeah. I had no idea it was that old.
98. It's an original. When I say an original shooter, it's an original shooter.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say though, Mikey? Sorry.
Well, I just like this. If you watch Jack Ryan and you watch this one, you're gonna like it. But I would like to say like John Kelly is the character, Michael B. Jordan's character's name. He's way better than Jack Ryan.
Yes.
I like this one better than Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan has more content, I guess, because there's 2 seasons. But this one, and it's a TV show, but this is a great
Jim
movie.
from The Office, Jack Ryan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jim that got ripped and looks amazing, Jack Ryan.
Oh, he got ripped.
Great beard. Yeah, he's got a great beard too.
He's got a beard I'm jealous of.
Yeah.
Granted, my beard's not that good anyways. So I don't take care of it.
It's really good. Like I said, the small details really make the difference. All the fight scenes, like you said, choreography was well done. Like, he chokes a guy out with his own AK strap, and I was like, what? That was really intense. My heartbeat was like going like, it was pretty fast going through all these fight scenes. It was really intense.
There were a lot of twists in the movie that I didn't see coming. Like when they were in the plane going to parachute out into Russia, I did not see them getting intercepted and shot down.
Yeah.
And then they of course they survived the plane crash, but he's like, all right, we can't leave the gear. So he like swims down and gets in the plane, and like he's going for like the smallest little air bubbles to breathe.
Yeah, I wrote that down too. Like, that's another small detail. Like, I mean, I guess like a lot of these Marvel movies, they just have him just swimming down and getting it. But I mean, they made it like real life. Like, he was just gonna suck out as much air as he can down there, and like just the littlest things. It was really neat. I need to watch it again, probably in about a month. Give it a month.
I mean, I kind of saw who the bad guy was from the beginning, but I didn't expect the other guy to actually be a good guy. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. The guy from the CIA?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
I thought he was just, going to be your typical bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to spoil too much.
Guy, yeah. Oh,
well. There goes another truck.
This is why my rent is cheaper than yours.
Probably.
I'm serious.
Also, we got new carpet compared to.
I mean, you don't have to have the door. You don't have to have your patio door open.
It makes it cooler in here. Sorry.
We're recording a podcast.
God, we're professionals here.
Yeah, we're so professional.
As you keep flashing us with naked women as your background.
I'm such a juvenile. That last one was a little person, by the way.
Oh God. No, but I suggest the movie. It's a must watch if you like action movies.
Is that an Amazon deal that they're making all like the Jack Ryan, Tom Clancy stuff? Do they have that gig?
I'm actually gonna look that up because I'm gonna see if Amazon owns all of the Tom Clancy stuff.
I wouldn't mind if they did. They've been doing a pretty good job with it. So hey, more power to them. Just make it a little bit faster. I want all this content. And the movie's only an hour and 40 minutes long, so it's not that long. I mean, you don't need to have a 4-hour movie to be good. Justice League. I mean, it was good, but I mean, yeah, an hour and 40 minutes is a really good time.
It would have been
easier. And it told the story pretty well in that time, and I really liked it.
There's actually no one that I don't think anyone really owns it right now.
Really?
Hold on. This is a Hollywood Reporter. Judge can't figure out who owns the rights to Jack Ryan character. And it goes on to a legal battle that's going on between Tom Clancy's widow and a movie company. Because remember, there was a Jack Ryan film not too long ago with Chris Pine.
Was it? Oh, for some reason I thought it was Tom Cruise.
No, it was Chris Pine.
Okay.
it was Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit from 2014.
Let's just say John Krasinski owns Jack Ryan.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
I don't want to get into all this legal stuff. It's beyond my head power right now. And then I watched 2 movies. One was last week, and this one was this weekend. Or the other one was this weekend. But I watched Devil's Arithmetic last week. It's about a Jewish girl who gets sent back in time. She was like, it's an early or late '90s movie, with I think Hilary Swank. I think was the person. No, Kirsten Dunst. Why did I think Hilary Swank?
Kirsten Dunst?
Yeah. She's a Jewish girl from like 1990s, and she gets sent back. She's really not like a practicing Jewish girl or anything. She kind of doesn't believe in it. They kind of hint that she's atheist, but doesn't really say it. But she gets sent back in time to a ghetto in Germany, and they get rounded up and sent to a concentration camp. And she remembers all these stories from her grandma about a friend that saved her life. So what happened was she turned out she was the friend that saved the grandma's life, or no, aunt's life, great aunt's life. So it's basically about how the struggle of the Jewish people in the concentration camps. If you like a good, World War II film, or the concentration camps, learning about those, it's a good movie.
And just stick with the boy in the striped pajamas.
It's about the boy in the striped pajamas.
But basically, at the end of the movie, they're going through the camp, killing off anyone who's sick. So her and her aunt look a lot alike. So she switches clothes with her, and they take her instead and send her to the gas chamber and kill her. And then when she wakes up, she wakes up back in her body back in 1990s.
And it's almost like a Twilight Zone movie. What's it called? The Devil's Lettuce? What is it?
Devil's Arithmetic.
Oh, Arithmetic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, her grandma didn't believe her until she read off her dead friend's tattoo.
Oh, it is like the Twilight Zone.
You can say it's like the Twilight Zone, or as Kimberly called it, the World War II Wizard of Oz.
No,
which I wasn't a fan of, but it kind of works.
World War II Wizard of Oz. I would say it's more like, that's a Twilight Zone episode. They made it. It was in that Twilight Zone movie. That's how that guy got killed with those kids, and he got his head cut off.
I've never heard of that, but I don't remember that episode.
No, it's a movie. The Twilight Zone movie. John Carter was it? Who was it? Who's the guy that? Yeah. Vic Morrow. They were filming a scene. He was in the movie. So the movie's like 5 or 6. Basically, they take like 5 or 6 episodes from the original Twilight Zone, and they update them. And this is called the Twilight Zone movie. And where's it? Oh, God. How come if you put in Twilight, the stupid ass movies pull up? There it is, Twilight Zone movie. It's got Vic Morrow in it, and he plays this guy he's like a racist, right? He's complaining about Jews. He's complaining about black people. He's complaining about Asian people. And what happens is he steps outside this bar, and he finds himself in all these, like he finds himself in Germany, and he's a Jew, and the Nazis see him as a Jewish person. So he goes through all these different scenarios about. He gets knocked out and he wakes up and he's a black person at a KKK rally. But when they were filming it, it was supposed to be in Vietnam, and he's trying to save these Vietnamese kids. And when they're filming it, the pyrotechnics were too large for what they were using, and it caught the helicopter that was flying over them and caused the helicopter to crash. And when it did, it killed Vic Morrow and the 2 kids he was carrying. It decapitated them. And John Landis was the director of that episode, and he they had a big trial, and they wanted to convict him of murder. And it was a nightmare because the kids were working late at night. And he was kind of paying them under the table because kids weren't supposed to work at that hour. And their parents were on set when the accident happened. So there you go. So there you go. That should brighten your day about the whole Twilight Zone movie. But the movie's actually good. The Twilight Zone, the movie. Very, very, very good. And they have that movie that, up until the helicopter crash, obviously, is... it's in the movie, but Vic Morrow was killed in the making of the film, which I'm not sure that's ever happened where an actor has been killed. I don't know if that's happened or not. I know Bela Lugosi died when Ed Wood was making Plan 9 from Outer Space. He died of natural causes.
You know all the rumors or theories about the Wizard of Oz, about how the guy hung the
hanging little person. Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not either.
How the original Tin Man died because he was allergic to the paint or something.
You know who the original Tin Man was, and he almost died?
Who?
The guy from the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh.
And he was Barnaby Jones.
Huh.
That guy.
Okay, then.
But he didn't die. But yeah, he got the way they used the paint that they used. It had like lead in it. Buddy Ebsen. It was lead-based paint.
Yeah.
And he really literally almost died from it.
Jeez.
He was Jed Clampett. Yeah, he was the original Tin Man.
Okay.
And they used lead-based paint on him, and he almost died from it. So there you go. There's a little bit of movie history trivia with you. Dead people and almost dead people.
I know. We need to go back to our Halloween roots and talk about Zach Bagans again. We haven't talked about him in a while.
What about Zach Bagans?
I don't know. We went like a whole month and a half about just talking about
that's Zach. What we talked about was Zach Bagans. It's harder to watch the episodes now that I've got access to Discovery Plus. I'm able to see the new episodes.
What do you mean it's harder to watch them?
But you know what? I think he's like, I feel nauseous. Maybe he ran up the steps too fast. I'm beginning to wonder.
He had one too many before the show.
Something like that. I'm like, dude, this guy's awful sensitive. And I'm not knocking the guy at all because I love that show and I still love the show. And then, of course, it's like when you sneeze or you yawn, other people around you start yawning.
Yeah.
Does that happen? Like, is he like, he's like, I'm feeling like, oh, my back hurts.
Is he putting off like a negative energy?
And then like one of the other guys like, yeah, my head's starting to hurt. Like,
So I got this pain in my foot.
Right? Oh, wait, it was just a rock, dude.
Oh, yeah, my foot's broken.
Debunked. Rock in shit. Yeah. But I don't know. I wonder how. I mean, I know he's very sensitive to that, and I would never question that, but maybe I shouldn't be saying anything negative, but sometimes I wonder. Is he just overreacting a little bit? Is everything that he's feeling really feeling, or was it, the cheeseburger that he had for lunch that's talking back to him, Or he had too much tomato sauce on his spaghetti that day. I don't know.
Okay.
So that's up to you. That's up to you to make that choice on your own. Whether I just think sometimes he overreacts.
You gotta play it up.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So I guess on to the next movie I watched. I think everyone should watch. It was really good. I'm not gonna talk too much about it. It's brand new on Netflix. Came out on like Saturday or Sunday. Saturday. I don't remember. It came out like maybe Friday even.
Yeah,
but it's Mitchel.
Friday.
Mitchell's versus the Robots. It's a really fun animated movie. It's about a family. They are like the last humans not captured by the robot uprising. Bunch of wacky shenanigans ensues. It's made by the same people that made
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah, I think so. But I was going to say the Spider-Man animated movie.
Oh.
What was this? Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
Yeah.
It was a fun movie.
It looked like the same.
Wait, the Mitchells versus the Machines?
Yeah. I think. Did I say the wrong name?
You said
Mitchell's versus the Machines.
It almost looked like similar, I guess, animation to Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, but I don't know. That's why I said that. I didn't really.
Danny McBride and Maya Rudolph for the voices. Yeah, it does look like Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
But it's. I don't know what else I can say about it. It's a fun movie. Watch it with
your
kids
fun movie?
Or your girlfriend. Yeah. It kills some time.
It's a good Netflix and chill movie.
Yes, very good Netflix and chill movie.
That's just weird.
I guess the one other thing I watched that is pertinent to this what, I don't know if that's saying that right. Pertinent. It sounds like I'm from the South with the pertinent. Like you're missing another syllable there. To this podcast, pertinent to this podcast is the season finale of Falcon Winter Soldier. I finally watched that over the weekend. I like it better than WandaVision because there's a lot more action to it. But that's the only good episodes are probably 3, 4, and 6. I can skip 1, 2, or maybe 2 and 5. Those don't matter. And I don't want to spoil it, but the way Falcon fights in the 6th episode is really cool. I think it's unique to him, and I like the way he uses his wings and stuff and other things. I'm not trying to spoil it. Really close there. It's hard not to. But and then I gotta say, like, I don't know if they really explained it very well in there, but Carly, the bad girl or something, or I guess you can say villain or whatnot, the antagonist. There we go. That's a good word. They really don't. Maybe I just didn't catch it or wasn't paying attention, but I don't think they explained her motivation or movement very well. I don't know. Have you guys, any of you watched that?
I've only watched episode 2.
Okay. Well, I know they keep on saying one world, one people. Like that's their little slogan, I guess. But I guess from what I took, her whole movement is these people, what she's fighting for is these people that were left. It's after the blip or whatever. So these people that were that kind of didn't disappear, they were able to find their place in their homes and stuff. But then when the people came back after that 5 years that disappeared, then they kind of just moved in wherever they were, and they kind of kicked the people that survived out. I think that's what I got. So these people they had a home, now they just got kicked out, and she's fighting for those people that just got kicked out or something. I don't know. It's some government thing. I lost it. I don't know. But yeah. And then at the end, it kind of goes into that last 5-10 minutes. It kind of goes into a whole speech thing political direction, discrimination towards the black people and other people, of course. Just because what Falcon becomes at the end and what he symbolizes, and it's a whole big thing that, I mean, sure it helps. Sure, they deserve it, but I don't know whether it really needed to be said. It made sense because of what the landscape is right now in the United States, I guess. But I don't know. Like I said, I don't think it needed to be said. They could have just went over that and skipped it. I have more, but that I would spoil it. So even though probably most people already seen the spoilers or know of it, but
I've already seen the pictures on Instagram.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good. I recommend it. It's a good Marvel film, better than WandaVision. So
better than WandaVision.
I mean, it's not that hard to be better than WandaVision.
No. Which it wasn't bad, but
no, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't this great piece of work that a lot of people put WandaVision up as, and I'm just like, the first half of that show, until they showed who the actual villain was, which is like the second to last or third to last episode, that show was losing me.
Yeah. And they did set up like a second season for Falcon and Winter Soldier, so hopefully that would be decent. Seems alright.
Seems like it's more fun.
Yeah.
I need to sit down and actually watch it, but I'm too into Naruto right now to really care.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Yeah. Even though the season finale, the season finale came out like the weekend before, and I didn't even watch it because I was busy watching something else. So
I've been watching Shippuden for a week, and I'm already 4 seasons in, or however, or whatever.
So what then?
Naruto. I'm not Shippuden or Shippuden. I don't know how you pronounce that for both.
It's probably Shippuden.
Shibupi.
But all I'm going to say is Jiraiya is a badass. He's fighting pain right now. It has been spoiled what happens, so I'm not going to say still, but...
I mean, it's that old. I mean...
I know it's that old, but I don't want to spoil it for myself in case what I saw on TikTok is wrong. Which I'm hoping it is wrong.
It's probably not wrong.
No, but I hear Pain kind of fucks up Jiraiya.
Yeah, he fucks up more than that. Pain's badass.
Pain is a badass. Anyways, do we want to talk about the draft at all? Or did you guys actually really watch the draft?
I didn't watch it. I mean, I paid attention to who was drafted. I know.
Yeah.
What's his name went to the Jags, and everybody's whining about the Colts pickups and how the Raiders drafted wrong. I know that much.
I think the Colts did well. I thought
the Raiders did well, actually.
Honestly, I could see the Colts having the best defense this year or next year.
Oh, and how that guy from Ohio State is going to save the Chicago Bears.
They thought that about Mitch Trubisky too. Bear down.
Bear down.
Yeah, he's an Ohio State quarterback. Let's just put it that way. Going to the Bears, he ain't gonna do shit.
Did they have an offensive line?
No. All they have is a defense and a really good wide receiver.
Well, that's if they can just, get an offensive line. Maybe that guy. Oh, they've got him. He's the best quarterback in the history of the Bears, and I hate the Bears anyway because I grew up in a house of Bear fans. So all I hear about every year. So this is, what is this? 36 years now. 85 Bears, greatest defense ever. 35 years. I've had to hear it.
I guarantee you, in today's world, the 85 Bears would have gotten rocked.
But here's
I would like to see that.
If they were that good, how come they only won Super Bowl? One Super Bowl.
Right?
It's hard to win Super Bowl.
But it's the Bears, and they've only won, what, two Super
times?
Bowls?
I mean,
They
look
only
at
won
Green
one
Bay.
Super Bowl. They had the best defense in the NFL at the time, and they only won one Super Bowl.
Arguably, the year before, they had a better defense, too. Stat-wise,
look at Green Bay. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is a really great quarterback, and they probably should have won more than one Super Bowl, and they still haven't. They've only won one.
They've never given him a team. They never gave him a defense other than the year they won, and they never gave him a good offense.
Yeah, the freaking stat of the Green Bay picking up 9 out of 10 picks of their last first rounds. They all been defensive. And that one offensive one was a freaking QB.
Do I blame them picking offense or defense? No. But when your team needs offensive weapons,
yeah,
when all you got to do is double Devontae Adams, and you stop their throwing threat pretty much. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers makes no-name wide receivers great, but Peyton Manning did that too. But yeah, Peyton Manning still had two or three Hall of Fame wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
I have been watching old Indy 500s. It is my goal to watch every ABC or /NBC broadcast of the Indy 500. So that goes from 1966 to last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to. There's no broadcast available for 72 or 76, so I have to watch like the 30-minute versions of highlights and stuff. So I'm only on 1977. But yesterday I watched the 1975 Indy 500, which was won by Bobby Unser, who passed away today at the age of 87. So three-time Indy 500 winner, was the first driver to win the Indy 500 in 3 different decades: 68, 75, and 81. And I just noticed the article I wrote got a like from a former IndyCar driver and IndyCar official. How about that? That's impressive.
Who?
Chris Neifel.
No idea who that is.
He was so tall, like they had to build a special car for him because he's like 6'8".
Oh.
And he had a tryout with the Chicago Bulls at one time. And he had a Bulls sticker on his IndyCar. He raced in 2 Indy 500s, which I believe was 83 and 84. And he was a IndyCar official after that. He was a good driver. I think he won in sports cars. I just think IndyCars were just, like I said, they had to build a special car for him because he was so tall. It's called the Primus chassis.
That sounds like a freaking Transformers.
Yeah.
It was the Primus. It was, considering what they had to do, it was kind of cool. So, but Bobby Unser passed away today, which is sad because he had the greatest stories in the history of racing. If you want to check out a Bobby Unser story or two, I suggest that you look up Dinner with Racers on Apple Podcasts. And the Dinner with Racers, they interview Bobby Unser. It's a 2-part interview, and he tells these crazy stories. And he used to call Mario Andretti WAP all the time, and without knowing, he didn't know what it meant, so he just called him WAP. So
because probably other people
did. So he's got some great stories. So I suggest that download those, listen to those. Dinner with Racers. The Bobby Unser episodes are hysterical, should I say. So, and then, of course, there were 2 IndyCar races from Texas this weekend, so I ended up watching those. So I was busy with IndyCar stuff because I still got 43 Indy 500s to go. And I don't know if I'm going to make it by race day, which is May 30th. Oh, sorry. Chris Neifel was 6'6". My bad.
Yeah, you'd be cutting closer to watch one a day.
Yeah.
You can't do it one day. You have to do like
The older ones were good because they were only like 45 minutes. By the time you get into the 70s, they're like an hour and a half, and then they start creeping up into 3 hour, and then by the time they're live, they're 4 hour. So it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
How'd they get longer?
Well, they were tape delayed.
Okay.
They used to show back in the 60s. They would show them like 2 weeks after the race on Wide World of Sports.
Yeah.
And then sometime in the 70s, they started showing them. The race was never live. They would show them on a tape delayed basis Sunday evening of the race. So if the race was Sunday, then it would take over like the ABC movie of the week, and it would be on prime time, except in Indianapolis. They showed it 2 weeks after the race on a Sunday night after the 10 o'clock news.
I've never understood why they black out in Indiana.
Because the theory was if people could watch it on TV, they wouldn't go to the race. That was the only show in town at one point. You got to remember.
True, they didn't have the Pacers. Well, I guess they had the Pacers, but they didn't have the.
They just didn't.
I mean,
back in the day, their theory was, well, if people can see it, and they quit doing that in the 50s. And I remember my mom telling me that, or actually my grandpa told me, that they would go downtown Kokomo to watch the race on the TVs in the department stores on Sundays. Because the department stores in downtown Kokomo would have the race on, on the TVs and the display windows. So Grandpa finally decided to buy a TV so they could watch the race, and then the next year they stopped showing the race on TV. And but you had to pay. You could go see it. They were ahead of their time, really, because you could pay to go to a movie theater and see it. Almost like a simulcast. They would simulcast the race. So you could go watch the 500. I don't know if those exist, if anybody's got copies of those anywhere.
They probably exist somewhere in some dark, dank basement somewhere.
I bet you they are. But so ABC would show them. They would show them on a tape delayed basis. But here's the crazy part. So Jim McKay, the great Jim McKay, would be the commentator, and then the color man was Sam Posey, and he wasn't very good. But instead of calling the race live, like when they taped the race, they would edit out yellow flag laps and stuff like that. They would call the race as they were watching it later on after the race was over, which is insane to think of, because you would have never known that by how they reacted to the action that they were watching. Jeez. And then 86 was the first year the race was shown live. So that's why they've gotten progressively longer, because, tape delayed.
Out.
Well, tape delayed, yeah. I mean, they didn't have pre-race. They didn't show. They showed Back Home Again in Indiana, but they didn't show the national anthem. They didn't show taps. They didn't have much of a build-up. They just showed the starting field, Back Home Again in Indiana, Gentlemen, Start Your Engines, and then the race. Now it's like an hour pre-show, so that didn't start till the mid-'80s. So that's why they're 4-hour broadcasts. So there's the history of broadcast of ABC of the Indy 500.
Real quickly. Now, with the theory of, and I knew this, where they black it out in your market. They do this with the Cubs game too. Like, I can't get a Cubs game through like MLB TV or something, but
right.
They black it out in the market, so we can't watch it in Indiana. And with that theory, I think that could apply to Colts games or Pacers games.
Used to.
It's so stupid.
It used to. The NFL had a rule that if the game was not sold out by like a certain amount of tickets by Thursday, the games were blacked out. When the Colts first moved to Indianapolis, everybody was mad because all they showed were the Colts, and the Colts sucked. So you didn't get to see other teams. Then somewhere in the 90s, they started sucking really bad. So they wouldn't sell out their games, so you could watch other games, like the bigger game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But usually the Indy 500, that's the biggest race of the year, and it's usually sold out.
Well, not lately.
So,
unless it's a split.
You think they'd have it on this year on TV?
I think they will have it on
COVID
live.
And stuff?
Yes, I do. They had it on live last year.
Oh.
They had it on live last year, and here's the crazy thing, and I'll talk about this.
They didn't have the race last year, did they?
They had it in
no,
August.
it was later in the year.
Yeah, they had it in August. So they showed it live here on Channel 13, in the Indianapolis affiliate, Channel 13.
Yeah.
But I think they will this year because they're limiting. Like they said that the limit's 135,000 people. So I do think they will show, because people are they've made that decision to not go to the race. I think they'll show the race live.
Oh yeah, they should.
But here's the secret. So this is what people don't know. So for all the 10 people that follow us on YouTube, tell your buddies, tell your friends, tell your sisters, call your mama. I don't care. Let them know you can watch it on the NBCSN app.
Oh.
So if it's blacked out here, it doesn't matter. You can still watch it on the NBC Sports app, as long as you have a cable subscription or you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if I was Chris and couldn't go to the race because I'm a gimp, I could watch. I could watch it. I could watch it live on NBCSN if it happens to be blacked out. But I don't think it'll be blacked out this year.
Yeah. Cool.
But they've been known. If they always said if the game wasn't sold out, that they would black it out. But that never mattered for the Pacer games because they used to show those local all the time. I think it was only the NBA that did that. I mean the NFL. I'm sorry.
I'm so mad they do that with MLB TV.
It is frustrating because that sucks because there's so many fans, but they don't do that for Reds games.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't watch. I can't watch a Reds game even though I want it unless they're playing the Cubs, and I can't watch the Cubs game. I can't watch the Brewers or the Pirates. Anybody in the NL Central, I can't watch, or the Cardinals. It's stupid.
But I thought you could watch the Reds.
Nope.
You can't?
Nope. I tried.
Wouldn't they want people that are this close to the teams to become fans? How do you expect them to become fans if we can't watch the games?
Well, that's the problem. That's
why I stream it for free on a black market site.
I mean, when you have to,
no, you rent it, quote unquote. We don't condone the use of black market sites.
Yes, I pay my copyrights. I'm sorry.
That is dumb. I mean, back in the day, all you needed was WGN and Channel 4, and you could watch the Reds, and you could watch the Cubs.
Yeah.
That's where sports have really hurt themselves. The Pacers, they used to be on Channel 59 all the time, really.
Uh-huh.
And now they're on that sports. You got to have that,
Fox Sports Indiana or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
That's how I used to Valley or whatever it is. Oh well.
They've really kind of hurt themselves. They really have. So
I'm done arguing. I can't change it. So, and I could still watch it. So who cares? Wish they just make it easier though.
Right. I agree.
Do we want to do the main topic we talked about for today, and we didn't even come to it? We're at 50 minutes almost.
We could do a few. We don't have to do.
Okay. You wanna start it off, Mike?
Sure. Did you already kind of intro this? These are questions. We didn't have a topic really this week, so we thought about just asking each other some silly questions, nerdy questions about just random stuff, I guess, just to fill in the time and make a podcast for our audience.
Our 10 people.
Yeah. So, I guess one of mine I'd like to ask you guys is what sport would you want to be a pro at? But it can't be the big, I wrote down, it can't be the big ones, the really popular ones, can't be baseball, basketball, football, hockey, soccer, or racing. Racing, I'm mostly right down for you, Chris. So What professional sport would you want to be a pro at?
Can I take this?
Go ahead.
Because I've already been professional in this sport, if we count it as a sport, which I do.
Masturbating is not a sport, Chris.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
Esports. Esports.
That is not a sport.
Yes, it is. It takes skill. Hand-eye coordination, skill, reactions.
Mitchel and they have it, and they've had it on ESPN. So I mean,
yeah.
You know what? That brings no credibility to it whatsoever. ESPN is in right now.
By definition, it is a sport. I was born too early. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it on NBC too.
Disney Channel.
They've had Rocket League. Yeah, they've had Rocket League on there.
I can't believe they show Rocket League. It's like drone racing. It's the same thing.
Disney Channel does used to do Overwatch, the Overwatch tournaments.
Yeah. And like League of Legends was huge. I remember seeing that on there.
In Korea and Asia in general, they have whole channels. Like we have ESPN, they have whole channels for esports. But I don't know if many of you know, but I've been a professional gamer. COD 4. I was born too early to actually be good, make any money. So COD 4, I made in the one summer tournament. I made about 3,000 with the team. Of course, split between 6 people. Yeah. World of Tanks, World of Warships, and then technically it was pro stuff, but it was for Arma. But it's considered pro, but there was nothing really involved.
What was that website that they used again back there in COD 4?
Game Battles. It still exists.
Okay, yeah, I remember setting up stuff using that. But okay.
It still exists, but yeah, I you can agree with me, Mikey, that back in the day, I could have been one of the top players on Xbox for COD.
Yeah.
Call of Duty for those of you.
Yeah. Like if I actually wanted to, I could probably still get into it. But my problem now is I don't have the
10,000 hours to put in.
Yeah, I don't have I got a life. I don't have the time. I don't have the reaction time. My reaction times aren't the same, but I guess that also comes with practice, and I've actually played the game. I could.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. That's what I would pick, though.
What about you, Chris?
See, that's tough, because it could be... I think curling would be awesome.
Drink beer with the boys and curl some ice.
Yeah, just curl. That would be so cool. I mean... You scrub the ice, and then you don't scrub the ice, and then that would be pretty awesome. I would love to be a professional curler. I don't know. I've never played curling at all, but I've watched it on TV, and it just looks really
pretty
cool.
Electric. It could be electric.
I think it's pretty awesome.
The Olympics, I couldn't keep my eyes off of that game.
I love curling. We watch curling all the time, yeah. Since I can't pick racing, I can't pick monster trucks.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to do bowling. Bowling would be awesome. Be a pro at. Bowling.
I don't think I would want to be that good at bowling because my shitty bowling skills are what make it fun.
Right?
I just want to go to like any bowling alley and just show up and just rake them all down.
Rip off some 300s.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. Who do you think I am? You are, or whatever.
Is that what you want to be that guy?
Yeah.
I'm that guy. Is that what he said? That's me. What did he say?
Who do you think you are? I am, or something like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. So electric. I think his name is Pete something. I'll look it up.
I don't want to be that good at a sport. Now, racing I would want to be good at, or basketball, or football, or baseball, or hockey. But like golf.
Yeah, Pete Weber.
Who? Pete Weber.
Pete Weber.
See, golf or bowling, I love being shitty at because it just makes it a lot more fun.
You just retired not too long ago.
The more I drink when I play golf, the better I get. But I hit a point where I get too much beer in me and I start sucking again.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like that with cornhole or bags, whatever.
I've never played cornhole.
Dude, the more I drink in cornhole, the better I get.
Until you hit that point. There's that point where you're not.
That's the same with my older brother in bowling. I remember going to Vegas. He had a tournament in Vegas to go to, just an amateur tournament or whatnot.
Ooh, that would be good. Be a professional poker player.
Yeah, but with my brother, like the only thing I watched him, but my job for him was to go get him alcoholic drinks, and he took down like 10 by the time that he was done over there, at least. But yeah, he got good. He got pretty good when he was intoxicated, but yeah.
All right.
Anybody else have a question?
I got one for you. If you could pick one fictional universe like Game of Thrones or Walking Dead or Marvel or DC, if you could pick one fictional universe to be in, what would it be?
That's a toss-up.
No, this is easy. I'll take this. I want to be in the universe where if I'm a terrorist and I blow a place up, then I'm guaranteed 50 virgins as wives.
Wow, hot take here.
That's the universe. Without having to blow anything up, that's the universe I want to be part of. No, probably the Star Wars universe.
Yeah.
Easy. The Star Wars universe.
The reason why you would choose Star Wars?
Because they fly really cool ships like the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, okay. You just want to be a pilot.
I want to be a pilot. I want to be a pilot pilot, a pirate, and a smuggler. I want to be Han Solo. Okay? Let's just boil it down. I want to be Han Solo. Without Princess Leia's transition from sweet voice to heavy smoking voice over 40 years. I don't want that. I want old Princess Leia's voice, not new Princess Leia's voice. Because she was like, remember, she went from, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope, to, Han, what are we going to do? Ben is part of the Empire. I mean, it's sad. But I want to be Han Solo, so there you
go. Okay, so now that I've thought about it, I'm going to pass up Harry Potter. It was really close, and I'm going to go for, like, Lord of the Rings.
Really?
That'd be cool.
Walk around with a ring to,
No, I'm not going to have the ring.
Walk around with Precious out all the time?
No, I don't even want to be a hobbit. I just want to be, like... I just want to carry around a sword and, and hang out with elves and shit.
See, well, that's what I'm doing.
No.
I can carry a lightsaber and hang out with Yoda. And Ewoks. We saved the Empire.
I just want to be in castles. That's what I just want to be in castles and hang out with swords, drink mead, and have breakfasts.
That's like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I guess, but Game of Thrones is more deadly. I feel like I'd have a better chance of surviving Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but a random orc raid.
As opposed to the White Walkers.
Yeah. No.
Dragons. Your kingdom may get burnt to pieces by dragons, and
might be taken as a slave and get your nuts cut off.
Yeah, you could be one of the Unsullied.
Hey, that's the risk I'm going to take.
I would pick Star Trek because let's be honest, if you're born in the right time in Star Trek, it's like a freaking utopia. You don't, you just
you're given that red shirt.
Remember, not the later seasons. That's only the early seasons.
So it would be later seasons. Red shirt is okay.
Yeah, the time of your favorite, The Next Generation.
Whatever.
Shut up. But you just walk to a computer and be like, "Hey, get me a bacon burger," and just in front of you, a bacon burger spawns. And then you get a little lonely one night. You go to the holodeck
right now, though.
Yeah, but it's free. You don't pay it.
Oh.
Because at least Earth doesn't use money anymore. Or you get lonely one night. You go to the holodeck and get some those 50 virgins that you were talking about. But you make sure they're women virgins or whatever.
Yeah, they're female.
Yep, and of age, because you never know.
They could be female aliens too, if you like that kinky stuff. Octopus.
Hey,
octopus
don't knock it till you try it, I guess.
Oh no. Yeah, sounds like a good time.
You want to save the rest? Do you want to do one, Chris, or do you want to save the rest till?
I'll do one.
Okay.
Okay. So you are forced to be part of a superhero universe, but only in sidekick form. Who are you? You're not like a main superhero. You're like a lower level superhero.
So Robin or Kid Flash.
Oh, I would want to be. Give me Harley Quinn. I'll be Harley Quinn. Would you count her as a sidekick?
I would. Yes, I would count her as a sidekick to the Joker, essentially. Yes.
Yeah, hang around the Joker, have fun, and fucking party. Like that's it right there. Yeah, that's it. You're always smiling. Like fuck yeah.
You're hot.
Give it to me. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Give it to me. That'd be awesome.
I can't argue with that logic right there. All right,
you could beat up any guy. I mean,
Chris, he's gonna be Harley Quinn for Halloween if we have a Halloween party. You know that, right? Now I want to have a Halloween party just so Mikey can show up as Harley Quinn.
I think I would pick. Shit, that's actually hard. I guess DC. I might just pick Robin.
You're just gonna go with right there to the Robin, huh?
Yeah.
Chose Batman, like Batman's universe.
True.
Because then I guess I get to beat up Mikey as Harley Quinn.
Now Harley Quinn kick your ass.
I agree.
Yeah, but then Batman will kick your ass.
That's all right. I accept that.
Which one did you pick, Chris?
I didn't. I was saying yes. I would probably be Robin though, because you get to ride a Batmobile, and you get to do you get cool stuff, and why not?
When Batman bites it, you get his money and get to become Batman.
Although Bucky Barnes wouldn't be bad.
Bucky? Bucky, duh.
Yeah, I was thinking like Marvel really doesn't have like sidekicks that we really know of that are like more popular than like DC sidekicks. I feel like DC has a lot of sidekicks that are known.
But you know what? The way it looks in the Marvel universe is that Spider-Man is almost like a sidekick to Iron Man early on.
I just looked up the best 10, or I just looked up Marvel sidekicks, and they have Falcon, Bucky, Groot, War Machine.
You see Groot. I mean, Groot is one.
I guess there's a lot of like X-Men sidekicks, I guess you could say, or like B-level heroes.
What's his name? Who's Batista? Who's he? In Guardians.
Why can't I think of his name?
Oh, what about
Drax.
Crypto. That's DC. Never mind.
That's the dog.
Yeah, he's
Super Dog.
That's DC again, though.
I know.
Yeah, Drax the Destroyer. See, that would be a good one too.
I guess all except for
or Rocket.
Quill and what's Gamora, the only main characters I would say from that.
Yeah.
What about Nebula?
She's a side character because she becomes good.
Yeah.
True.
And Manta or whatever.
Thor. I can't wait for the Thor Guardians movie.
Oh, the Love and Thunder or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it God of Thunder or Love and Thunder?
Love and Thunder.
Because Portman's going to become female Thor for whatever reason.
Oh, really? God,
yeah.
That. I knew she was on the cover of the, but cool.
It's all because of the Scarlet Witch kind of led into it. It's leading into Captain or Doctor Strange's Strange Universe or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And that's also what the Loki series is going to be about, because remember they traveled back in time in Endgame and Loki picked up the Tesseract and disappeared. Well, that created a bunch of alternate universes, and that's what Doctor Strange is trying to fix, apparently, I think.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the Loki series has already been greenlit for 3 seasons.
Dang. Cool. What are we at? Okay.
We're at an hour 5 minutes. Do you got a shower thought, or do you want to do another one?
Do you want another one? I got a.
Let's save it for next time, because we got a good podcast in right now, I think.
Okay. I mean, I have like 9 more, so.
Well, we've got nothing else to talk about next week aside from the new Star Wars show, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be able to really do much with my foot. I won't be able to go to Chris's place to watch.
He's got to crawl over here like a baby.
Nah, I'll probably be at my parents' place.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because you're.
I'm not going to be able to move.
You're gonna be on drugs.
Yeah.
I know I would be.
Oh, I can't wait. And then it's gonna be like 4 to 6 weeks to recover, and then gotta do rehab. I don't know how. 4 to 6 weeks, and I get the pins or the screws taken out of my foot, and then after that, I don't know how long rehab is. However long I make it, I guess.
Okay. So, shower thought of the day is cheese is just a loaf of milk.
Cheese is just a loaf of milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
You have one more for us?
Oh, I guess. If you go to the calendar on your phone, you can scroll through the remainder of your life in a matter of seconds.
Wait, what? If you scroll through your phone, what?
If you go through the calendar on your phone, because you can go to like several years.
Oh, yeah, this is true.
Yeah, you can go through your remainder of your life in seconds.
Yeah, or you're, up until the day you were born. Yeah, even up to where you were born. To the rest of your life. That's right. Look at this. I'm up to. There we go. 2072. So I will turn 100 years old on a Sunday.
Those are rookie numbers. Bump them up. Only 100.
Hopefully by then we'll have like some type of thing that makes us live longer, maybe.
Okay, so let's go to 125. I will be.
There you go.
125. My birthday is on a Thursday. So there we go.
If we still have days like that, what if they called something else?
Oh.
Maybe called like Sunday or Thursday.
Everything else is getting messed up.
It's too close to religion. We got to change it.
It would be called like Ooga Booga
by the
7-day Ooga.
Anyone else offended by 7-day weeks?
Yes, it should only be a 1-day week, and You don't have to work.
7 weekend days, 1 actual day.
Yeah. Actually, I'm too much of a workaholic. That's a lie. I don't mind it.
The Earth will stop spinning, and we only have daylight or something.
We'll figure out that we actually don't need air to live. Air is poisonous, and it's killing us slowly.
Oxygen is poisonous. Yeah.
Birds are fake. They were killed off in like the 30s, and they're all drones now.
So it's like part of the. They're like birdemic birds.
Yeah.
This is
all right. Well, if you aren't disturbed now, you can keep listening to our podcast. You can go find us at iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn Radio. If you have any other ideas, let us know if you want to put them somewhere else. Oh, also YouTube. Find us on all the social medias at PodNerds on Twitter, Who's Your Nerds on Facebook. Send us a message. Like, follow, subscribe. Is there anything else? Comment if you want to. You don't have to comment, but we like it when you comment.
Yeah, send us questions. That's why we had to make up our own questions, because nobody sent us questions.
I'm all alone. Nobody here beside me.
We gotta end this quick. He's singing. I think he's already taking drugs.
No, I'm not allowed to take drugs anymore. They listed off like 20 meds I can't take. I'm like, so what can I take when my foot hurts? You can take 200 milligram Tylenol. I'm like, oh.
You can take baby aspirin.
Yeah. No, I'm not allowed to take aspirin.
Oh, you can't take aspirin? Oh, because it's a blood thinner?
Yep.
Wow.
Wait.
Cool.
All right, well, if you don't know who your nerds are, I guess that's us.
No, you never have to wonder who's your nerds.
Oh. Well, we'll leave it there.
All right.